This conference will now be recorded.
Okay guys, let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about collections in SCCM. What? Collections in SCCM. So there are two types of collections in SCCM. Okay. First is user collections. The second one is device collections. Clear? Now in user collection is what? It is like a box or container. Okay. Collection is like a container or a group or a box. In user collection we will have users. Okay.
Okay.
Either one user or more than one users. Now in device collection we will have devices, the computer. Okay. Now suppose if you have to deploy Firefox, either you deploy it on user collection or you can deploy it on device collection. When you deploy to user collection, suppose you deploy to user collection and these are the users, right? These are 6 users. How many users are there? 6 users. So it will be deployed for these 6 users. So if they log in to different computers, the Firefox application will follow their login credential. Suppose today they are in Mumbai, tomorrow they go to London and they log into different computers. Application will follow the users. Clear?
Yeah.
Because it is the policy which is applied on user wherever they are logging in. Today they are logged in Mumbai computers, tomorrow they log into London computers, they will be able to see the Firefox policy there as well. Got it?
Yeah.
Suppose you deploy to these 6 machines, so it will only for these 6 machines it will get installed, either available or required, depends on you how the deployment you make. Okay. So when you have to deploy an application or when you have to deploy an updates or operating system, either you deploy if you have to deploy on one computer, right? Or if you have to deploy on 10,000 computers or thousands and thousands of computers, you have to have a collection for it. Without collection you will not be able to deploy. Understood? Whether you have to deploy on one computer or 10 computers. Let's say you have to deploy on 10 Mumbai computers. So you will create one collection and add those 10 machines, Mumbai machines. Okay. These are 10 Mumbai machines. And so you deploy Firefox. So it will be deployed on all these 10 machines. If you have to deploy on one computer, so you create one collection and put that one computer and deploy the Firefox here. Understood?
Yeah.
So there are two collections, user and device collection. Now you have methods of adding members into inside collection. Methods of adding members inside collection. There are 4 methods. Okay. First method is direct rule. Second method is query rule. Third method is include collection. And fourth method is exclude collection. Got it?
Yeah.
Now we will see one by one all of them. Direct rule is for static collection. You manually add, remove members from the collection. Query rule, it is basically on a criteria. You give the criteria, automatically all the people who fulfill that criteria will be a member of this collection. Include collection, if you instead of adding members, you add the collection itself. Exclude, suppose if you have to deploy something on all computers except Windows 10, so Windows 10 collection will be in exclusion. Got it?
Mhm.
And you have one during collection, you have called one collection that is limiting collection. Limiting means you have to find out your members from this collection, from a particular collection. So we will be choosing the limiting collection. When we are creating collection, we will have option to create choose limiting collection. So if you have to choose Mumbai collection, I mean Mumbai users, you will add Mumbai collection. If you have to find London users, you will add London collection, right? Or you can add the whole user group. It will be able to get from all user collection. Understood?
Yeah.
If you are going to find Mumbai users, will you get in London user? You won't
No.
get, because that belongs to Mumbai. So
Yeah.
either you choose Mumbai or you choose the whole top level collection.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make you presenter again. Syed, you joined? Syed, you there? Syed, can you share your screen if you are able to hear me? Okay. Thank you. Give me control, please. Let me take the control. So I'm gonna show you the collection. So user collection is, there is a tab inside asset and compliance. There are 3 user collections. These are the default collections. As you see, all user groups, this contains 23 members. All user contains 8 members, and all user and user groups, this is a combination of the first one and the second one. So 23 plus 8 is equal to 31. So it contains all of them. Okay. If you would like to see which are the members of this collection, right click and then choose show members. So these are the members of this collection, right? Again, I'll go back to user collection. Now, these are default collection. I'm gonna create some of the user collection here. Okay, either you create here or you can create folder. I'm gonna create one folder called um, custom collections. Okay, inside user user collections, I created one folder called custom collection. Now in here I'm going to create few user collection. Right click and then create user collection. Okay, now point number 1, this is going to be user collection with direct rule membership. User collection with direct rule membership. Okay. And the limiting collection, as I mentioned earlier, limiting means where will I be searching my members from? I will be searching my members from all user, because all user contains all the members. You see, there are 8 members. I'm gonna search from here. Next. Now here you have option to add members, either using direct rule or query rule or device category rule or include or exclude. I'm gonna go with direct rule method. And next. Suppose if you have to add users whose name is starting with S, so you type in S and then percentage, the wildcard, and next. So it's gonna list down all the users whose name is starting with S. No? Okay. Let me type in percentage, just percentage, and next. Okay. So suppose I have to deploy an application to James and John and Peter, only 3 users. We have to install one application to James, John, and Peter. So I have chosen them and then click on next, next, and close it. So you see James, John, and Peter added. If you want to remove somebody, you can add delete. Okay. Next, next, and finish. So in this one, you will have 3 members. Got it? Everyone?
Yeah.
3 members. Now, this is direct rule method. In case if you would like to add more members or remove member from here, right? So you go to user. Let's say I would like to add one more member. Let's say I would like to add John. No, Syed. I would like to add Syed as well. So right click on Syed and choose this, add selected items to an existing collection, and go to custom collection, and here it is, and you can click on OK. So now there will be 4 members because I just added Syed, right? So 3
Yeah.
members were already there. Now we just added Syed, so you will have 4 members. If I go back to that custom collection, you see 4 members, right? If I want to remove somebody, I can right click and then go to properties and go to membership rule, and let's say I don't need somebody, so I can remove it. Got it?
Yeah.
Plus there is one other option. If I right click and then choose show members, and if you would like to remove somebody, you can right click and remove from the collection. Okay.
Okay.
Don't delete. You should never delete any objects. Okay, otherwise the object will get deleted. Clear?
Okay.
So this is called what? This is called direct
Correct.
rule method for user collection. The second one, query rule collection. Query is a criteria. Suppose if I say those who are in Kuwait, can you raise your hand? So Matthew will raise his hand. Why? Because the criteria, he is fitting into that criteria, right, Matthew?
Yes. Okay.
So similarly, people who are fitting into that criteria will be the member of that collection automatically. So let's say there is a security group in Active Directory, right? Or OU in Active Directory. Let me go to domain and full screen. So I just clicked on Active Directory user and computers, and then suppose Bangalore. Okay, those who are in this OU should be the member of that collection automatically, right? So I'm gonna go back to this SCCM console, right click on this and choose create user collection. Okay, and point number 2 is user collection with query rule membership. Limiting collection is gonna be all user, because I will be searching my members from here. Okay. And then next, and here we have to choose the second option, query rule. Okay.
Okay.
You can type in anything here, edit query statement. And in the, we have to give the criteria, that's it. And whoever fits into this criteria will be the member of this collection. So criteria, and then yellow icon. And here is the condition, where conditions. I'm gonna click on select attribute class, let's say user resource, and the attribute. For example, if you would like to go with security group name, you can go with security group. Those who are from a security group in Active Directory will be a member. I'm gonna go with user OU name for now and click OK. And value, and choose Bangalore. Okay. So those who are present in this Bangalore OU in Active Directory, they will be the member of this collection. Clear or not?
Yes, clear.
So I'm gonna click on OK, and OK, and OK, and choose this checkbox, so that if somebody modifies this OU in Active Directory, right, automatically this will get updated in 5 minutes. Otherwise you will have to wait for 7 days. So I'm gonna go next, next. So we have given the criteria that those who are a member of that OU in Active Directory should be a member of this collection. So if I go back to a domain controller, you see how many members are there? Just the user, not the security group. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 people are there in this collection, right? So if you go back to SCCM console and right click and refresh this collection, you should be able to see 7 members.
Okay,
Got it?
so it will not take the groups under that OU,
No,
right?
no, it will not take the group, because we have chosen the user, right?
Okay.
Not the group.
Okay. Suppose if a OU is empty, will it show
No,
that there's no
nothing.
users inside?
It will say 0.
Okay.
The
Okay.
count will be 0.
0.
If I add or remove member, let me add one member here. For example, I'm gonna add. So I added Spider-Man, right? I added Batman, and the last one, Iron Man, India @123, India @123. The count is 10 now. Previously it was 7, but now the count is 10, right? If I go back to SCCM console, it will be 10, because we have given auto update option. So that will happen every 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, you should see the count is 10, because we added 3 more members. Clear or not?
We cannot reduce the time, right? 5.
If you would like to do it now, you go to administration, and then go to hierarchy configuration discovery method, and right click on this user discovery, and then run full discovery now. So you don't have to wait for 5 minutes. It is gonna do it right away. Okay, clear? So run full discovery now. So it is gonna check how many users are there in that Active Directory OU, and it's gonna bring those. You'll have to wait for some more time, and then right click and then update membership. update membership. So first those users has to come up here. Batman, Spider-Man, yes, Iron Man is there. So I think they will be showing up. Refresh. Oh, all user is still 8. You'll have to wait for some more time, because all user is the one which has to get increased. When this gets increased, then only, because that collection is dependent on this one. Okay, so we have to wait for 5 minutes because it is not updating itself. Okay, let's leave it as it is for some more time, and then we will revisit this. I hope you understood the concept around this.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the query rule collection, right? Now I'm going to show you the device collection. So suppose if you have to deploy anything on, let's say this collection, there are 4 members, it will reach to these 4 members. If you deploy anything to this one, the second one, it will reach to these 7 members, right? Now device collection is what it is, for the devices. Suppose if you have to deploy anything to all desktop and server clients, you choose that there are 4 members, it will reach to all these 4 members. If you go to all system, it will reach to 7 computers. Okay, now right click and then create folder. And I am going to create one collection for Windows 7. So in that folder, right click and choose create collection, and let's say point number 1, Windows 7 device collection. So all the Windows 7 should be there in this collection. I have only one, so I'm going to add that one. Browse, choose all system, the limiting one, right? Next, add rule, query direct rule, next. And for example, you type in percentage and go next. It is going to list down all the computers. You choose client 1 because that is Windows 7 machine. Click next, next, and close it. Then next, next, and close it. So in this collection, how many members will be there?
Only one.
Only one, and that will be Windows 7 computer. Clear, Sayed? You there? Madhu, clear?
Yeah, gotcha.
So only Windows 7 computer will be there in this collection. If you deploy something on this collection, it will reach only to Windows 7 computer. Okay?
Yeah.
It won't reach, the deployment will not reach to any other computer apart from this Windows 7 machine. Now I'm going to show you the query rule collection. Right click and create device collection. Second one, all servers. Suppose I would like to create a collection for all the servers, whether it is Windows Server 2008, whether it is Windows Server 2008 R2, 12, 12 R2, 16, 19, all the servers, right? So next, add rule, query rule, and you type in server and then edit query statement, and we have to give the criteria, right? So choose criteria. The condition, what is our condition? The condition is all the computer whose operating system is Windows Server. Select and choose operating system, and caption. Caption means what is the name. Operating system name is equal to, you choose, click on value and choose the Windows Server. I have two operating system at the moment, so only two of them are showing up. Okay. So I'm gonna choose that one and click OK and OK and OK and select this checkbox, so that in case if you add new servers, it will also get added to this collection. Next, next, and close it. So it will have what?
The 4 servers. No, the 3 servers.
3 servers, because all these 3 machines are Windows Server 2019. Correct?
Yeah.
The Windows 7 device collection and all servers. Then I'm gonna show you one more example. Suppose I would like to bring members from a particular security group from Active Directory. Let me create one group here, okay, in Active Directory. Let's say Google Chrome. So if Google Chrome needs to be deployed, user can, you can just add that computers in this security group in Active Directory members, and add, and choose object types and choose computers. And here we have to type in the name. Suppose SCCM PS. Okay, SCCM PS and domain. Okay, and client 2 or client 1. Okay, there are 3 members. Okay, apply and okay. So only 3 members. What it will do, it will that security group has to be discovered first. So if I go back to user, you see that security group needs to be discovered here. Google Chrome is now discovered, right? Plus, let's see the custom collection, what happened in this. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
10 members, right? So that is updated automatically, 10 members. Understood? Now, coming back to the device collection. So let me go to right click, query collection, okay? And you give the limiting collection all system. Next, add rule, query rule. Anything of your choice, you type in 1 and then edit query statement. And in edit query statement, you have what? Criteria, and inside criteria, yellow icon, right? And select and choose what?
Group.
You need to choose system resource and security group name, right? And value, we choose Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome is not showing up. We'll have to wait for some more time because it takes 5 minutes, right? So let me
Kashim,
cancel.
when you're giving that 5 minutes tick mark, there's another tick mark you said that for 7 days, right? Yeah. What if we take out that?
This one.
Yeah, we remove that and give
Then
the
it
first.
won't. Only so it will happen every 5 minutes. The changes, whatever the changes you make, it will update the changes in every 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I think only the first one is more appropriate, right, to give instead of giving both.
No, we have to give both because sometime what happens if you have to update the entire collection, that means you change the query in the backend, right?
Oh, okay.
So it will do the full inventory instead of only the changes. It will remove all the members and add again as per the criteria.
Okay.
It's disconnected. So add rule. Let me cancel this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now either you wait for some more time or you go to discovery methods in administration, and since we created a group, so I'm gonna right click on this and choose run full discovery now, so that it will look for the security groups. So security groups which we have created in Active Directory, that will get discovered, and then I'm gonna go back to this asset and compliance and right click on this custom collection and create collection. This is gonna be third point and query collection. Got it?
Yeah.
Next, and add rule and query rule. One, and then edit query statement. Criteria, yellow icon, select. What is the criteria? System resource.
System. Yeah.
And the attribute is security group name, and click OK. Value. Google Chrome is now showing up, right?
Yeah.
So you have to wait for some more time, okay, and then click on OK and OK and OK, and check this box. Next, next, and close it. How many members will be there in this collection?
3. In that group, 3. One group, and so 3 inside.
So whatever the members we have added in that group, they will be coming up here. You see, 3 members. Clear, Sayed? Now the fourth one, I'm going to create a include collection. Include means you add the collection itself. So suppose you have to deploy one application on Windows 7 and Windows Server. So you have to make 2 deployments. Currently, there are 2 separate collections. One is Windows 7 and one is Windows Server. If you deploy on Windows 7, your deployment will not reach to server. If you deploy on all server, your deployment will not reach to Windows 7. So one by one, you have to deploy on the first one and the second one. So instead of doing that, let's create a collection of which will combine both of them. Understood?
Yeah.
So I have to deploy an application on Windows 7 and Windows Server, both of them. Or I have to deploy an application on Mumbai computers and London computers. So you can combine those collections. So include collection. The browse all system. Next. Add rule and then include collection. And choose the collection which you would like to add. So this one and this one. Suppose the first one and the second one, that there are total 4 computers. The first one has 1 and the second one has 3 computers. Got it?
Yeah.
So click OK. and then check this box, next, next, and close it. So this is gonna add the first one and the second one, the 4 members in this collection. 4 members. Got it?
Yeah.
Clear or not?
Yes, correct.
Now, suppose you Windows 7 machine. Let's say you have to deploy an application on all the computers except Mumbai machines, or except Windows 10, or except Windows 7. So you can put the Windows 7 collection or Windows 10 conclusion. Okay. For example, I created the query collection, right? The query collection has how many members, right? Now right click on this and then go to properties. Membership rule, and I'm gonna click on add rule and then exclude collection. And in exclude collection, I'm gonna put this one in exclusion, Windows 7 machine. Okay. So Windows 7 device collection is in exclude type. Apply and okay. So how many members will be there in this collection?
You excluded 1, 2.
You excluded 1, right? 2, right?
Yeah.
Now I am going to do the same thing on this one, the second one. Right click and then go to properties and membership rule. Guys, this is a test for you. And exclude collection. And choose this and click on OK, apply and OK. How many members will be there in this collection? If I refresh, currently there are 3 members and I excluded the first one.
Okay. So, but none, because it's only the servers, right?
It will have none, 0 members.
Yeah.
It has 3 members, not 0 member.
Okay. It's taking the servers only, so 3. Yeah.
Yes. So it is not excluding anything because Windows 7 was not there. It was
Not
never
there.
before in this collection. So
Yes.
it did not remove anything. Okay. If somebody is adding the members manually, he will not be able to add because it is in exclusion. Okay. Clear?
So the main concept is that we need to be careful when we create the queries in this collection, right?
Right.
Otherwise, it will be really confusing.
Right. So today we did some. Today is what? 21st October topics. Now, can you do that, everyone? Let's create these collections one by one.
Yeah.
I give you like 10 minutes. Okay.